Welcome to our English grammar class. Today we are going to see a new grammar topic, phrase and class. Okay? See what is mean by phrase and class? See, normally we have a many sentences in English language. Isn't it? If we convey any meaning to any person, we are using a sentence. We are making a sentence to convey the meaning to the others. Isn't it? Yeah. See, in that sentences have a phrase and class. We can divide the sentence can be phrase and class. What does mean by phrase? See, phrase means it's nothing but it doesn't have a verb and then subject. So normally is a sentence means we have a subject and verb and remaining parts. So remaining parts means preposition or others object or adjective or adverb like that. Isn't it? Yeah. So for that phrase means it's nothing can be a subject and verb. So the remaining parts only is there. And then it didn't give a complete meaning. That is called phrase. Okay, see that? So phrase and class. Phrase means it's nothing but it doesn't have a subject and verb. See, for example, I said under the tree. See, for example, he is sitting under the tree. Like that, we wrote on sentence means he is sitting. So he is sitting. That three parts. That is he is a subject. He is sitting is a verb. Yeah. So the remaining parts under the tree. So the under the tree. That part is called as phrase. Are you clear? Yeah. Next, class. What does mean by class? Class is nothing but it have a subject and verb and it will give a complete meaning. That is called class. Okay. For example, the previous example sentence is he is sitting under the tree. That is a sentence. So he is sitting. It will give a complete meaning or not? Yeah. So he is sitting. That is that give a complete meaning. That have a subject and verb. So that part is called as class. Okay. So the class is divided into two parts. That is independent class and dependent class. Okay. Yeah. So today we are going to see detailing about phrase and class. Phrase means it's nothing but it is an incomplete meaning. It doesn't have a subject and a verb. Okay. And then class means it have a complete meaning and also it contains subject and verb. So in proper manner. For example, in another sentence, she is drawing a picture. She is drawing a picture. So that is a phrase or class? That is a class. And it will give a complete meaning. Isn't it? See, for example, she is drawing a picture on the wall. Like that we said means on the wall. That is the extra information about what she is doing. Yeah? So the extra information only called as phrase. Are you clear about that? Yeah. Shall we move to the class? Okay, students. So this is about your grammar class, phrase and class. Listen carefully, all of you. Okay? Hi students. Good morning to everyone. Welcome to our English class. Today we are going to see a new grammar topic, phrase and class. So this class is about a grammar. The topic is phrase and class. Okay? Okay, listen carefully, all of you students. Yeah, so welcome to this grammar class. So our class is about phrase and class. See, what is phrase and what is class? Yeah, we have many sentences in our English language, isn't it? So if we convey any meaning or anything, any thought to others means we are using the sentences. Yeah. So in that sentence we contain many parts of speech, isn't it? Okay, see what are the parts of speech? 8 is there: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So these are the 8 components of the parts of speech, isn't it? So used on these things we used to make a sentence and convey the meaning to the others. Yeah. Okay, so in these sentences how we can part or divide the phrase and class. So in a sentence that contains a phrase or class, see, in a simple way I just explain you what is phrase and what is class means. Phrase, so phrase, it is an incomplete meaning, that is a group of words, so that also have a group of words but that gives an incomplete meaning, that is a phrase. Okay. And what is class? The class means that is a complete meaning, that gives an complete meaning of a sentence, so that is called class. So class means it's properly come subject, verb and preposition or adjective or an adverb, like that. Okay. Yeah, so phrase means incomplete meaning and class means that gives a complete meaning. Okay, are you clear what is phrase and what is class? Okay, now we go to the classes in a clear manner. See, a phrase is a group of words which is subject verb component used as single part of speech. See, so phrase, so what is phrase? So the phrase is combined a group of words which is a subject verb component. Subject and verb is also there in the phrase but it doesn't give a complete meaning. See the example, best friend. Best friend, so that is give that do not give a complete meaning. Best friend, that's all. Who is my best friend? So Geeta is my best friend, like that if we say means that gives a complete meaning, isn't it? But here given best friend, that's all, so that is called a phrase. Okay, so in this phrase combines, acts as a noun, so in this phrase it acts as a noun. So phrase means it not as a subject. Okay, so it not act as a subject, it acts many parts. For example, see the second one, needing help. So needing help, that is a phrase but it acts as an adjective. Next, with the blue shirt. So blue shirt, so that is an phrase only but it acts as an adjective. Okay. Next, for 20 years. So the for 20 years, for 20 years, that gives an incomplete meaning. Yeah, we do not know why we are telling 20 years, so the meaning is no, not here, so that is a phrase. Okay. See, class definition. So what is mean by class? I already said class means that gives a complete meaning, that is a class. Yeah. Okay, see, a class is a group of words containing a subject and a verb. So class means that always contains a subject and a verb. Okay, do you know what is subject and what is verb? Subject is a it's a noun or a pronoun, that is a subject, the subject that always comes in the beginning of a sentences. Yeah. Okay, the verb. Verb means it is an action word. If the subject come means verb also will definitely have there in a sentence. Okay. Yeah, see, it is divided into two main parts. They are independent class, dependent class. So class means that is a complete meaning given to the readers and then it contains a subject and a verb. Yeah. Okay, so this class is divided or into two main parts. So what are the two parts? Independent class and dependent class. So the class that should be divided as two main things, independent class and dependent class. See that. What is independent class? Independent. So Independence Day, we are celebrating Independence Day, isn't it? So independence, that is nothing but the sentence not that sentence not based on the other sentence. Okay, so that gives a complete meaning only. So it is a simple sentence, and then independent class is otherwise known as main class. Okay, and it can stand on its own. ஸோ தனித்து நிற்குதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, ஸோ அது எதையுமே டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி பேஸ் பண்ணி இருக்காது. ஸோ அது வந்து தனித்து இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. இண்டிபெண்ட்டாக இருக்கும். இண்டிபெண்ட்டாக இருந்தாலும் இட் வில் கிவ் அ கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் இட் ஹேஸ் proper structure. So proper structure means, what is the proper structure? See, normally a sentence means that starts with a subject and followed by verb and some other kinds, preposition or conjunction or adjectives or adverb or complement, like that. Yeah, so complete proper structure, so that is called independent class. See the examples. He is hungry. She is hungry. She is a subject, is a verb, and hungry is an adjective. See, she is hungry. So that will give a complete meaning or not? Yeah, it have a proper structure, subject, verb and something. Yeah, okay, so it is based on, it is depend on any other particular things? No. So it is a simple sentences and it will give a complete meaning and proper structure. So that only called independent class. See, I am feeling well today. See, I am feeling well today. So this is also a simple sentence. Next, he wrote a letter. He. So the sentence give a complete structure, proper structure, subject and then verb and then object. Next, Diya saw the picture. So in this sentence also, Diya is the subject, saw is a verb, the picture is an adjective or adverb, like that. Okay, yeah, Hema cleans the shelf. So these sentences is a simple sentence only. The simple sentence that will give a complete meaning and it will come a proper structure. So that is known as independent class. Okay, yeah. So what is dependent class? A dependent class cannot stand on its own, so it doesn't give a complete meaning. Dependent class, it doesn't give a complete meaning. Okay, it needs an independent class to complete a sentence. So if the dependent class come means the independent class also will come in the sentences. That means only it will give a complete meaning. See, so ஒரு சென்டென்ஸில் இண்டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ் இருந்தது அப்படின்னா இண்டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸும் கண்டிப்பாக இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் வித்தவுட் த இண்டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ் the dependent class doesn't give a complete meaning. Are you clear? See, independent classes often begin with such words although, since, if, when and because. See, so dependent class always starts with some other kinds, some other words, such as, here give the examples: although, since, if, when and because. So like that. Okay, see the example: although she is hungry. See, although she is hungry, அதுக்கு என்ன மீனிங் வரும் அப்படின்னா, although இருந்த போதிலும், அவள் பசியாக இருந்த போதிலும். ஸோ இந்த இடத்துல நம்ம கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங் கிடைக்குதா? நோ. ஸோ இட் வில் கிவ் அ இன்கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங். ஓகே, ஸோ although she is hungry, he doesn't eat, she doesn't eat. So like that, any other words come means only it will give a complete meaning or complete useful meaning for the readers. Yeah, so although she is hungry, so it starts with the other word. So it is not starts with the dependent class, always not starts with the noun or pronoun. So some other kind of words are there. See, although, since, if, when and because. So like these words starts with any sentence means that is considered as an dependent class. Okay, see the other examples. Whoever is hungry. ஸோ யார் பசியாக இருந்தாலும் அப்படின்னு அந்த இடத்துல ஒரு இன்கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங்கை தான் கொடுக்குது. கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங் அங்கே இல்லை, சரியா? ஸோ தட் இட் இஸ் கால்ட் அ டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ். பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் ஃபீலிங் வெல். ஸோ பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் ஃபீலிங் வெல், நான் ரொம்ப நல்லா ஃபீல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறேன். ஏனென்றால், பிகாஸ் ஏனென்றால் அப்படின்னா அந்த இடத்துல ஏன் அந்த இடத்துல நம்ம ரீசன் சொன்னால் தானே அந்த ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ் கம்ப்ளீட் ஆகும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் ஹியர். பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் ஃபீலிங் வெல், ஸோ இட் ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் வித் பிகாஸ். ஸோ இட் இஸ் அண்ட் டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ். நெக்ஸ்ட், இஃப் யூ அட்டெண்ட் த மீட்டிங். ஸோ நீ மீட்டிங் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணுன அப்படின்னா ஸோ அந்த இடத்துல ஏதாவது ஒன்று சொல்லணும். ஸோ மீட்டிங் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணனா உனக்கு ஒரு நல்லது நடக்கும், இல்லை உனக்கு ஒரு ஜாப் நல்லபடியாக கிடைக்கும். ஸோ ஏதாவது ஒரு இடத்துல சொன்னோம் அப்படின்னா தான் அந்த இடத்துல கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங் கிடைக்கும். ஸோ இஃப் யூ அட்டெண்ட் த மீட்டிங், தட் மீன்ஸ் இட் வில் கிவ் அ இன்கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங். ஸோ தட் இஸ் அ டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ். வென் ஐ மீட் ஹிம். ஸோ நான் அவனை எப்போ மீட் பண்ணனோ அப்போலேருந்து, ஸோ அந்த நொடியிலிருந்து அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. ஸோ அங்கே இன்கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங் தான் இருக்குது. ஸோ இட் இஸ் அன் டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ். Are you clear about what is independent class and dependent class? Yeah. See, so a class is a group of words that consist of a subject and a verb. So that class only divided as an independent class and dependent class. See the examples here. He laughed. So he is a subject, laughed is a verb. So it will give a complete meaning or not? Yeah, it will give a complete meaning. So this word is this sentence is an independent class. Okay, the guest arrived. So that also an independent class. Next, Lara catches the ball. Sanu draws the picture. Arvind attend the call. The cat is sitting on the table. The dog walks near the wall. The thief jumped into the river. See, so the sentence have a subject and a verb and some other things. So if the subject and verb come means only, it will give a complete meaning. So that is considered as a class. The remaining parts considered as a phrase. See that a phrase is a group of words does not consist of a subject and a verb. See, so phrase means that is not contain a subject and also a verb. See that examples: on the table, under the tree, near the wall, on the roof, at the door, in the picture, into the river. So it answers about where, how, when. Okay, where, how, when. So like these questions answered. So these answers is followed by the questions how, when and where, like that. See in this example, see the sixth one. The cat is sitting on the table. See, the cat is sitting. That like only giving means it will give a complete meaning or not? Yeah. See, if the sentence without on the table means also it will give a complete meaning, or if they give a on the table, that means also it will give a complete meaning, isn't it? See, the cat is sitting. ஒரு கேட் அங்கே உட்காந்துருக்கு அப்படின்னு நாங்கள் சொல்கிறாங்க. இது ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங் நமக்கு கொடுக்குதா இல்லையா? யா. ஸோ ஆன் த டேபிள் அப்படிங்கிறது இந்த இடத்துல நமக்கு கொடுக்கக்கூடிய எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். So extra information it will come into the sentence means that only called as a phrase. So that not contains any subject or verb. Okay, see, without on the table the sentence is complete, not in an incomplete manner. Yeah. See the next sentence also. The dog barks near the wall. The dog barks. ஸோ நாய் வந்து குறைக்குது அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. ஸோ the dog barks அப்படி மட்டும் கொடுத்துருந்தாங்கனாலும் அந்த சென்டென்ஸ் ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட் மீனிங்கை தான் நமக்கு கொடுக்கும். நியர் த வால் அப்படிங்கிறது இந்த இடத்துல எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ இஃப் தட் நியர் த வால் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த சென்டென்ஸ் நமக்கு செப்பரேட்டாக இருந்தது அப்படின்னா அதுதான் நம்ம என்னென்னு சொல்லுவோம்னா ஃப்ரேஸுன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ இந்த சென்டென்ஸ் தட் comes and joined with these the dog barks, so that these sentence is called as an class. Okay, so the near the wall is an extra information, isn't it? See, so phrase is a group of words that does not consist of a subject or an verb. So now the phrase means it doesn't give a subject or verb, but that is an extra information about the particular subject or an particular noun or pronoun. So that is called as a phrase. So phrase means mostly it contains a preposition. Okay, see, on the table, on is a preposition. Under the tree, under. Near the wall, on the roof. At the door, in the picture. Into the river. So in this sentence have an preposition. Yeah, okay, see, so phrase means it doesn't give a subject and a verb, so it is an extra information about a noun or a pronoun, that means they are a subject. See, both the classes and the phrase may exist within a sentence. So for example, if we take a sentence means that contains a subject, that is contains phrase and also a class. ஸோ ஒரு சென்டென்ஸை நம்ம எடுத்தோம் அப்படின்னா அதில் ஃப்ரேஸும் இருக்கும் கிளாஸும் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? see that he is sleeping on the bed. see, he is a subject, is sleeping is a verb. yeah, so he is sleeping, like that only give means also it will give a meaning. yeah, see, so that is a class. Next, on the bed, where he is sleeping. On the bed, so the answer is asking about the question where. yeah, so on the bed, that is a phrase. So on the bed, in that sentence contain any subject, any verb? No, so it doesn't given any subject, any verb. So this word, this sentence, this group of sentence is called as phrase. So in a sentence that contains phrase and class, the two things also. Okay, how we can divide that phrase and class in a particular sentences. Okay, yeah, see that, read the following sentences. The underlined part of the each sentence is a phrase, non-underlined part of each sentence is a class. See, so in these 5 given sentences also have a phrase and a class, two things. See, she is standing on the roof. She is standing, that is a class that will give a complete meaning, and on the roof, that is the extra information about she. yeah, extra information about the subject. she is standing on the roof. ava nikra, enga nindu kondirukral? On the roof. so on the roof is the extra information. where? so the answer is about the question where. so the on the roof is a phrase. Okay, next, the cat is sleeping under the table. so this also answers the question of where. Next, she is drawing a map on the wall. see, she is drawing, subject and verb comes, that is a class, and then the remaining things is considered as a phrase. He is waiting at the door. I sit near the tree. see, if you read this, the given sentences means you can easily understood what is phrase and what is class. Class means that contains a subject and a verb, and it will give a complete meaning. Phrase means it doesn't contain the phrase and subject and a verb, and it will give a incomplete meaning. That is a phrase. Are you clear about the difference between phrase and class? yeah, see, so based on this phrase and class, you have a worksheet. so 2 Romans only for you in that today grammar topic. so easily you could complete this worksheet, phrase and class. Are you understood what is phrase and what is class? See, class means it is a complete meaning. That means it contains subject and verb. Okay? Yeah. Phrase means it doesn't contains subject and verb and it will give a incomplete meaning. Okay? So that is phrase. See, first Roman is filling the blanks by using the correct phrases. So in that upside you are given a example some phrases. You have to select the proper phrase for the given classes in the sentences. See, I threw the ball. So I threw the ball. Where I threw the ball? Near the shop, by the rope, on the wall, in the chart, behind the tree. So which is the correct thing? You have to select the proper phrases for the given class sentences. Okay. Next, second one, Preeti is standing. Where he is standing? Next, Rajesh draws a picture. So where he is draw a picture? The cat hides itself. So where it hide? The man tied the horse. So with which thing the man tied the horses? Okay. See, in these 5 sentences we were given a clauses and then upside some phrases are given here. You have to select the proper correct phrases and fill these sentences. Okay? Yeah. See the next second Roman is for you. Write 2 sentences for each of the given classes. So example is given here for you. Independent class and dependent class. See, dependent class means it's come with the some words when, although, even though, since, if, and then because. So like that. Yeah. Okay, see, so you have to write the sentences with the independent class and a dependent class. See, independent class means that will give a complete meaning and proper structure, and dependent class means that is starts with then some words like that, although, even though, since, because, if, when, while, so like that. Okay. So you have to write the independent class 1 sentence and dependent class 1 sentence. Okay? Yeah, so this is your worksheet. This is your work today. So our today's grammar topic is phrase and class. Are you clear about the topic phrase and class? Yeah, so you should complete the worksheet from today itself and give your answers to your class teachers. Send your answers. Okay, students? Okay, ma. Thank you to all.